Anything show.
Hey. My cock. So, we have a new Batman.
So,
Robert Pattinson.
is he actually the new Batman? I saw something yesterday morning that it was still like between him and somebody else.
I'm pretty sure it's confirmed now. I think there's just conflicting information from people of it.
Or fans are hoping it's somebody else.
I'm probably going to have a minority opinion. I'm not mad about it.
What? You know what? I don't give a shit anymore. I'm not just end the fucking pod. I'm done with DC. I don't give a shit anymore. These guys are just fucking... They treated the Aquaman like it was their Iron Man. Like, this is their first episode, or their first movie of, like, their entire new universe that they're doing. Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Treating it like it's the first. What?
You know they reset the universe, right?
Not necessarily.
They did.
How?
They reset it.
What do you mean?
Wonder Woman doesn't count as Wonder Woman anymore. The Wonder Woman 1984 or whatever, that is their first Wonder Woman movie. They said already that is not...
What?
Warner Bros... Okay, so you know there's another Wonder Woman movie coming out, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know there's another Suicide Squad movie coming out. Okay.
And they're recasting a bunch of people for that.
Exactly.
But there's still going to be like Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
There's still the same Harley Quinn from the first Suicide Squad is going to be the Birds of Prey movie.
Yes,
so
I know.
It's still a continuity.
No, it's not in continuity. They're completely scrapping everything that was before. They're just jumping into it the way they should have, which is these guys are already in existence. They're, but we're just learning their characters. Like we're jumping into a universe now, like midway. This, like, everybody exists already. We're just now seeing how they're all gonna have to coexist in another huge battle movie.
See, that's contradictory to what I was just hearing about the other day.
No.
Where they're not necessarily concerning themselves with intertwining each other into universes together. It's all going to be references like in Shazam, where it's like, oh, Batman has toys because he exists in this universe. Like, that's what it's going to be. Like, they'll know of each other and mention each other at most, but they're not there's not going to be another Justice League movie for years and years and years and years. Like, they're not going to be building a collective universe as we know currently of universes, i.e. Marvel. Like, that's not what DC is doing with their movies. They're just, everybody's doing their own thing. But they just happen to be under the same banner of this world.
Nah.
Agree to disagree.
Nah, I mean...
It's not going to make Robert Pattinson
I know,
not
right? Not be Batman.
Because that's also going to be in the past. It's going to be a young Batman. It's going to be
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, they're completely redoing everything. Like, that Batman doesn't exist.
Because in the past doesn't make it redoing everything.
Wait, whoa, hold on. In the past, they're going to make him past Batman?
This is a young Batman of the thing. It's not going to be, it's 2019 and Batman is young. This is a younger Batman.
Oh, I'm completely
and I don't even know
disinterested now.
I don't even know if they're going to even necessarily be like, hey, it's the 80s and like do shit like that. I think it's just going to be, I think it's not going to be set in a year or necessarily a time. It's just going to be, this is what Batman was like when he was figuring shit out.
Yeah, I am completely...
Because that's what the Joker is. Joker is a fucking
origin.
60s movie.
Yeah, it's an origin movie.
Like a soft origin movie.
I am completely disinterested now.
Why?
Because, like, we're just getting... Here's what's going to happen. And I'm saying this because this is what's been happening. We're now just going to get a whole bunch of individual, like, C to D rated movies that have, like, barely anything to, like, connect with them, like, for. Like, it's
Do you
gonna be
need that to make it a good movie? Do you need them to be all intertwined?
Here's the thing. I don't need them to be intertwined. They need to be good. And they have not been good. Wonder Woman was their best movie, and it was, like, fucking almost 10 years ago.
It was
No.
in 2017.
I know, fuck off. But it's been a long time, and it just feels like it's been forever.
And because all that's been coming out is Zack Snyder things, with one not Zack Snyder thing, which was good. Zack Snyder is gone.
What was the Zack Snyder? Not Zack Snyder.
Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Because Wonder Woman came in between BVS and Justice League. And we're
Man
done
of
with
Steel.
all that shit right now. Man of Steel is not terrible.
Thank you.
It's an okay movie.
Thank you.
Things can be just okay.
Thank
Like Aquaman.
you. Yeah.
Like in Aquaman, I think it's a fun enough time. It's a
It
solid
was
movie.
worth watching in
Shazam
the fucking...
is a fun movie. Like these things can just
Fuck Shazam.
exist. Hey, put some respect on that name. But like these things can just exist and be solid movies, and we get to have fun with these characters. I don't necessarily need the fucking like Dark Side Wars. I don't need to know about like the anti-life equation. Like I just need like fucking fun movies with these characters, and I think that's what we're going to be getting, because we're having a James Gunn directed Suicide Squad movie. Like it's going to be a team up movie, which he can do well, because we've all seen this live action Scooby-Doo movies. Like they're real good.
What?
Those are his movies.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Wow. Holy shit.
See, now you're on my side.
Wow.
We're getting these like young Batman things from the guy who did the fucking Planet of the Apes movies. Like he's writing this, and he did those movies, and those movies are incredible.
Here's what's
So
gonna
I
happen
am all
though.
for it, and I don't mind it. That's Robert Pattinson. I like him enough because he fucking has shit on Twilight for even when he was doing those movies, he would be on press tours being like, "Fuck, this is weird, man." Like I don't know. Like they keep almost firing because
And then we're gonna
much.
get what's her name to be his love interest.
Oh, Kristen Stewart is Catwoman.
Yeah.
I mean, see, they both after Twilight, they've done like nothing but indie movies. They're like, we did this just because it was an opportunity and we were young. Now we're just doing it all for the art and doing crazy, weird, like acclaimed movies. They're good actors, and they've shaken the Twilight stigma in my eyes. Like they can be more, and I think Robert Pattinson can be a good Bruce Wayne. I'm curious about what kind of voice he's going to do, because he sort of is in a slightly nasally range. Not like, hey, Batman, but like it might be too high for me.
Yeah,
But we'll see. I think it's better than the alternative, because you brought up there was like the conflicting reports that there are two names that it might be down to. Nicholas Hoult, what the fuck is that as Batman? This gangly British fuck. Like, he's the guy playing Beast in the X-Men movies. That's who it is.
Yeah, no.
Like, that's not Batman. He does not look like Batman at all. He does not. He would be terrible. I think Robert Pattinson can do fine. I'm for it. Because I trust Matt Reeves, the guy who's directing and writing the Batman movie.
I don't give a shit anymore. I'm done with DC. I'm like, the DC is so scattered-minded and scatterbrained on what they're trying to do. Nothing makes sense anymore.
But
Like-
you're saying that, but they've changed what they're doing and are now on a new trajectory. They've
For
left
the
that stuff in the
fifth
past.
time. Like, that's the thing.
They've cut the Zack Snyder stuff away, and now they're doing something completely different, and it's working. So why is now that it's working, or at least better, that you don't care? I'm not saying
Because I'm still because we're technically just 2 movies into this whole new like universe, whatever it is, and A, we don't have a Superman. B, we barely have a Batman. C, we don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with the Wonder Woman movie. D, we don't know if we're gonna even at all get a Flashpoint movie anymore. Which again, Flashpoint. That's your first fucking Flash movie.
See, that was dumb as hell.
Flashpoint. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's still apparently on the fucking dock of like movies.
Well, right now there's 2 versions of the Flash movie being done. Ezra Miller is writing and working on producing the Flash
Holy
movie,
shit!
and it's going to be in a Zack Snyder-esque vein, and it's probably the Flashpoint movie. The other people, it's not Lord and Miller, but it's these other 2 people who are sort of like slightly comic-y, fun directors, and they are doing a much more lighter-toned Flash movie that the studio is leaning towards. But if they do that, then they'll probably have to recast the Flash, because Ezra Miller is somewhat tied to his darker Flash thing.
So they would not make that movie.
They would not make Ezra Miller's, and they would recast him if they go with these other guys.
See,
who would be directing it and writing it.
Though I'm totally fine with that because I didn't like Ezra Miller.
I mean,
Flash.
He was essentially like Victor Stone was. Like was sort of flat.
Yeah,
there wasn't much there.
Yeah. We also don't know what we're doing with the Cyborg movie. We're
That's
supposed
dead.
to get that.
That's dead.
Okay, see what I'm saying? I mean,
because all of those plans were when it was like the Snyderverse is still going to happen. Like, this is what we're basing it all on. Yeah. And it sucked. Nobody
and then his
liked
daughter unfortunately committed suicide, and they fucking... I'm sorry.
That has to do with anything. But.
Well, because DC and Warner Bros. Used his daughter's death as an excuse to fire him. Which is where my commentary was going. Like, his movie is fucking awful, but I feel bad for the guy, because that's how they fucking got rid of him. So...
I think it was one of those things where it's... Because of that situation, he just left early, and it was like, this was going to happen anyway, so we're just going to, we're just going to call it now. And then brought in Whedon to make a weird finishing product of this movie.
Yeah, but then he's not, like, doing it. Again, he's not doing anything with them. He's like, is he the one doing the Birds of Prey movie?
Whedon?
Yeah.
No.
Then what the fuck? Oh, dude, see?
What? Why are you freaking out?
Because they had brought Whedon in to try and save them. Like, they were gonna, like, he was gonna do the Birds of Prey movie because he, like...
He was gonna do the Batgirl movie, and then they
pulled
the Batgirl movie.
And then he was like, oh, let me do the Birds of Prey movie, and then they're fucking, apparently, from what you're saying, not letting him do it.
Oh, I honestly don't know who's directing it. He may be doing it. I honestly don't know. All I know about it is who's in it, like, the characters.
I'm not necessarily interested in that movie. I want to be, but if it's not Whedon, I'm not interested.
I don't know. I don't know who it is, so I can't sway you.
I don't know. I'm just... Aquaman was interesting enough. I just hate Shazam.
I think we're in different places about this because I think we're just approaching these movies from like a different expectations thing. Like you're this is my estimation of what you've been saying, is you feel like there's a pressure for these things to be something and succeed at something, whereas I'm seeing them as they're just like having fun. Like they're just fucking around. Like Shazam, they were making fucking Purple Kid jokes. I've said this before. They didn't give a shit. They're like, just make a fun movie. And so I feel like that's what all of them are going to be. There's just do whatever the fuck you want and have fun with it. And that seems to be succeeding. Like they were just telling James Wan, hey, make a creepy underwater Black Panther. And it worked, because that was Aquaman.
Wet Thor and underwater.
Wet Thor is another great description of him.
I don't know.
I don't have expectations anymore. But I still love these characters, so I'm curious. Because they've been somewhat positive.
God, I hate Shazam.
Don't worry about it. There's not even another Shazam for 3 years.
And fucking better not be another fucking Shazam. I don't care. Here's the other thing that I'm like, because this is what's gonna happen. Regardless of what we say, we're gonna get a fucking team up movie at some point.
But it's gonna be long down the road.
It doesn't matter whether it's long down the road or now. And what is also going to happen is that these guys who have made these movies, these men and women who are directing these movies and producing these movies, they're not contracted for long-term contracts. They're contracted for one-off movies. Boom, that's it. Next, one-off movies. Boom, that's it. Next.
And what's wrong with them?
We're going to get so many different tones that the consistency between each movie is going to be weird. It's going to be off. We're going to get different tones to it. And it's going to be it's going to be difficult. I think that's why the Thor movies were so wishy-washy every other one, is because the first one was one guy, the second one was another guy, and then finally we hit the fucking tone with Taika Waititi.
But that's just one character. You're still putting the pressure on it as it being a universe, and them wanting to have this consistent thing to be Marvel, and DC tried it and it failed. So now they're just we need to just
buckshot because they got a fucking moderately womanizing
Yeah,
weird.
Zack Snyder has
super
plenty of
dark.
problems. Like, fuck Zack Snyder. I've always been on the camp of fuck Zack Snyder. He has one good movie, and everything else is garbage. But, like, they're just doing buckshot and just seeing what works, and then they can build from that. Because they put all their eggs in the fucking Zack Snyder basket. They bet the future. They bet 10 years of project and millions and probably $1 billion+ on this stuff. And it did not work. So now it's smaller risk and less investment until you can build a plan. And in that time, there's going to be a bunch of weird movies. And it will not fit into a cinematic universe the way Marvel has masterfully done it. I think they finally learned we cannot do it. We tried to get there too fast. We tried to emulate it. But we do not have the magic that is what Marvel is. So now they're just doing whatever the fuck they want. And it's less pressure and more just like, just do it. Have fun. And I think that's how we need to view the movies and not worry so much about, as much as it is hard for nerds, like, don't worry about tying all these loose things together.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people like you who are like, fuck this.
I mean,
Which is totally fair.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I'm just the cool dad who, like, lets their kids smoke weed. I'm like, it's like, yeah, have fun. Like, yeah, you're just do it in the house. You're fine.
Oh, God. I don't know, man. Here's the thing. I'm not shitting on anybody's fun. I want people to have fun with these movies.
Your fun is wrong.
Yeah, right. Fuck you for having fun. Aquaman was fun. I'm hoping Wonder Woman 2 is gonna, or not 2. I'm saying. I'm hoping the next Wonder Woman movie is gonna be good. I have faith in this Suicide Squad movie, but then I don't know. I'm just like, man, these guys have like literally shat on classic characters for so fucking long.
Oh, 100%. It's blasphemous.
Yeah,
the shit that happened.
That I'm just like, whatever.
BVS is a crime.
Oh, dude.
People should be in jail for what they did.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. Like, I am not defending what's happened before. I just think that a lot of, like, higher up people have, like, left or been fired. Like, the universal, like, the mindset that was leading it is gone. It's something totally different now. I see it as Justice League was the end, and all that shit's in the past, and now everything after that is now its own thing. But that's just me. That's just how I'm seeing it.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. It's going to be shit show.
I'm probably... Some of these things are not going to land. But I have high hopes for Joker. Joker looks interesting.
I don't know, man.
Because it's got to be a completely different tone. It's going to be like a dark, gritty thing, but not like where Batman is snapping throats and shit and shooting people point blank. Like, it's going to be a dark origin.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a character study with one of our best individual actors.
I also just don't like Joaquin Phoenix. He's a talented actor. That's probably what this is.
But Zazie Beetz is in the movie.
Who?
The Domino. From
really?
Deadpool. Yeah.
When?
She's in the trailer, but she's supposed to be like a semi-love interest / just a person who's sort of taking pity on him.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because the guy's like fucking 50.
He's not 50. But he is old.
Phoenix?
He is old.
Yeah, he's 50.
He's not 50.
Dude.
I bet you $1 million he is 48.
First off, fuck you, because you probably know this already. Second off,
why would I know Joaquin Phoenix's age? Right.
Deal.
Joaquin.
$1 million hits.
Let's go to his wiki.
Everything in your bank account.
Boom. 44.
Fuck you.
From San Juan, Puerto Rico.
What? He's actually fucking...
Yeah, it's fucking Latin, dude. Like his brother, Leaf. His brother, River. His sister, Rain.
What? No,
sister,
fuck that
Liberty.
here.
Sister, Summer.
No, fuck you. What? Nuh-uh.
Leaf is his other name. But it's River, Rain, Liberty, and Summer.
I wish I had a camera right now because.
But it's like
hell.
those are their names. But his dad's named John. John Bottom.
We're done with this. This is it. That's it. All right. Goodbye.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?